So I just got on here and I'm looking to see if everybody's on the chat. Normally I have it in a file over here, so bear with me for a second. I'm just making sure that all of your questions are coming up. So just give me a minute, all right? And then I'll be right back. Bam, there you are. Look at that. Let's see here. Yep, there we go. Do me a favor. Everyone, hi, I'm Brent Smith from the band Shinedown. Welcome to the chat. If you see me and you can hear me, do me a favor, because I can see you right over here. All of your amazing questions. Just let me know you can hear me and you can see me, all right? And I'm gonna look right here. I've got hmms, I've got...
Yeah.
Everyone good? Okay, awesome. So, first of all, I want to thank every single person that's on here right now. If you're just getting here and you're just tuning in, this is what we will call the virtual meet and greet chat, if you will, for the announcement of Carnival of Madness, which I hope everyone is super, super excited about, because we are. This year is going to be ourselves in Shinedown and Papa Roach, Skillet, in this moment, and also a brand new band called We As Human. First of all, I want to thank everybody at Indigoot, our management company, for putting this together today. So everyone give a big shout out to G-Man, aka Geither, Samantha, who helped us out yesterday. But we won't talk about yesterday because, you know, Shinedown fans, we like to crash, you know, servers. Anyway, Mr. Bill McGaffey, who's the manager of the band, and just everyone at McGaffey Promotions and Indigoot, and our illustrious and incredible record label, Atlantic Records. So the one thing, the very, very first thing that we talked about for Carnival of Madness this year that we wanted to do differently was the first year we were on, you know, it's called the Carnival of Madness, and we wanted to be able to bring in performers and different kinds of circus acts. The funds weren't really there, and basically we weren't able to do it. So with the help of our huge, huge sponsor this year, and who is presenting the Carnival of Madness, Monster Energy, is helping us make that dream a reality. So this year's Carnival is going to be the first ever year that we're actually going to we're going to bring performers out to the venues. So there's going to be, you know, people on stilts, there's going to be fire breathers, there's going to be clowns, there's going to be face painters, there's going to be all kinds of interacting with the audience. There's going to be a lot of really cool characters because we wanted Carnival to be an experience, not just a show. You know, it's supposed to be, you know, we wanted something really, really fun, really unique and original for this time of the year. And there's a lot of different tours that are going on right now. We wanted to separate ourselves from that because we wanted to stand out, and we really wanted to bring the audience something fresh, something exciting. And we know a lot of people this summer are going to be looking to, you know, go to shows and be entertained. And we think, in our opinion, we think that Carnival is just going to be the most amazing experience that you will have all year long. So I'm going to get to some questions right now because we had a bunch from Facebook yesterday and a bunch on Twitter from earlier today. And I see the screen right now is just you guys and you girls are just unbelievable. There's just so many. It's just like flying by. It's amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the Facebook questions that were asked yesterday. There's about 15 of them, so I'm gonna answer some of those right now. Ted Hamserly asked, if you were to take a break from Shinedown and was going to front another band, what would it be? If it can be any band. You know what? That's a very interesting question, but I can answer it really easily. I'm the front man in Shinedown, and I wouldn't want to be any other I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I am very, very lucky to have Barry Kirch and Zach Myers and Eric Bass in my life. Those are my brothers, and I'm honored every single day to make music with them, to perform with them, and to create, in this band that we call Shinedown. So I don't want to be in any other band. Gene asked, and Gene, you'll have to excuse me, I can't even begin to pronounce this last name. Excuse me. What made you make a dramatic, awesome, life-saving change to clean up? Is that all good over there? My bad. Sorry, guys. What made you clean up and change your lifestyle, lose the weight, and be a better you? Honestly, I have to be upfront with everybody. I had just gotten in really bad shape, and I had let myself go, and it wasn't something that I wanted to do anymore. On the album cycle for Sound of Madness, we toured that for 31 months, and we did 447 shows on the books. That's a lot of touring. Already this year on Amaryllis, I know that we're almost at probably I know last year we did like 133 shows from February to October because we took November and December off. But to answer your question, I was ready to clean up. I was ready to get healthy. I was ready to get myself back into shape. You can't see her right now, but Teresa's right there. And you want to say hi? Everyone say hi to Teresa. But the young lady that's sitting next to me, along with my band and everybody at my management, my record label, there was one thing very, very specific that Teresa, said to me, which was, during the making of Amaryllis, I was drinking a lot, and I was really kind of putting myself through hell. And one particular day, she just looked at me and she said, "You have so many people around you that love you and that care about you, and we're not going anywhere, but you're way more dangerous when you're healthy and when you're clear-headed and you're focused." And pardon my French, but she was like, "You got to get your head out of your ass and get back in the game." And that's a lot of what did it. That and just the love that I have for my little boy. I just wanted to be stronger for the fans, stronger for my art, for my craft, for my voice, and the way I present myself to the world. The next person asked from the Facebook yesterday, Darian Lelux, was asking, what is the meaning of the song I'll Follow You? I hope everybody's really digging the new single. It's our 4th single off of Amaryllis. The song is called I'll Follow You. We just recently, yesterday, released a live EP on the Warner Sound. You can pick it up on iTunes right now. We had a blast doing that. I'll Follow You is a song about, the person that you want to go through the good, the bad, and the ugly with. Who is that one person in your life that, when you're really, really down and life is kind of hitting you really hard and everything is, it almost seems as if the world is crashing down around you, who is that person that's going to lift you back up and make you strong again? Who is that person that's going to be with you during the really great times in your life, but who's also going to be there for you when you need help and when you're struggling and you need a voice of reason and you need a shoulder to cry on, and not only that, but someone to lean on. So I'll Follow You is a song and really a statement to the one that you love the most in life, that you'll follow them down any road that they want to go down. They'll be there with you, and you can go through anything together, good or bad. The next question is from Cindy D. Ryder. Why did you cut your hair, and what's your favorite Shinedown song? I cut my hair because I lost 70 pounds, and I've had long hair since I was like 16. I wanted to change it up, do something different. I like my hair short, actually. It's been so long since I had short hair. I think that I kind of had to look at myself differently after I lost the weight, got in, better shape, and I felt like the long hair was kind of the past, and I wanted to move forward into the future, and I felt stronger about myself. So I felt, in a lot of ways, I believe that you hold energy in your hair, and I kind of wanted to release some of that energy that might have been bad, and start fresh. as far as my favorite Shinedown song, I couldn't even pick one. Probably right now would be I'll Follow You, because that's the one I'm really enjoying playing live. Joshua McKinney asks, are there going to be special guest appearances on the tour? Totally could happen, who knows? I mean, if you're talking about, you know, from other bands, or if we're gonna have some guests that are hanging out at shows, aside from, you know, our boys in Papa Roach and in Skillet and the girls in Skillet and Miss Maria in This Moment, and you know, with, you know, the guys in We As Human. I'm hoping that we're gonna get some collaborations on stage together, you know, all 5 bands. That's always fun to do, especially with a tour as fantastic as the way Carnival is set up this year. As far as special guests from other bands and what have you, who knows? It depends on who stops by and which city we're in. Robin Stevens asked, what is the favorite song? Oh, I already asked that, or that's already been asked, my bad. I don't want to be disrespectful. Robin asks, what is the favorite song you will be performing? All of them. Absolutely every single one of them that's in the set list. Peter Morell asks, what has been the coolest thing you have done in Shinedown? The coolest thing that we've done in Shinedown, I think, is survive. You know, Memorial Day this year, which was a couple of days ago, was the 10th anniversary of Leave a Whisper, which is our debut album. And to look back 10 years ago when we first started in this industry, you know, it's bittersweet. We saw a lot of bands that started around the same time as we did that, you know, unfortunately they're not around anymore, and some of them still are. I think it's a testament to our fans, whether they've been there from day one, or whether you just found out about Shinedown last week, or maybe if you're just finding out about us on this chat right now. That's kind of the beauty of it all. You know, my favorite part about being in Shinedown is that we're constantly evolving. And really and truthfully, you, the fans, you allow us to do that. You've always been so respectful of that, and I hope you understand that we give that back to you. We reciprocate that because we have so much passion for you, and we adore what you do for us and what you give us. You know, the energy. You know, when we're in a studio making, you know, records, or if we're on the road playing live for you, we truly do love what we're doing, and we wouldn't trade it for the world. So I think the biggest thing is that we continue to survive because of the fans and because we're not complacent. We don't ever really look at being in this industry and being in Shinedown as there's a top. We always love to climb mountains. We love a challenge. It's a beautiful thing to be pushed. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to have obstacles in front of you to see how you can, you know, rise above and you can move forward. So, you know, the biggest thing about that, the coolest thing about being in Shinedown and what Shinedown has done, I think, is that we continue to survive and we never rest on our laurels, and we're constantly pushing the envelope. Nikki Parrington, I believe is how you say this. I apologize if I'm butchering the last name, so you'll have to excuse me. But he or she is asking, how do you feel after having done the Insanity workout? How has it affected your performances? We started doing the Insanity January of last year. I had done the program kind of halfway through in 2011, and then I finished it. And then when we started touring in 2012, I brought it on the road with me, and then the band started working out. We all started doing it together. We have to do it now. We usually play 5 shows a week out of the 7. We always have to do a workout on show days, and even on some of the days off. It's just kind of part of our routine now. I think that the great thing about the workout is that it kind of cleans you out. It's really good to sweat and get your head right and clear yourself up. It helps with the performance. It helps with the lung capacity, definitely. It gives you a lot more stamina. I mean, it's definitely a program that's heavy on the cardio. So, you know, that's always going to be beneficial when you're playing live, especially holding the schedule that we do on the road, because, you know, we tour pretty relentlessly. Let me see, where I lost my place. I apologize. Let me see here. Michael Smith asks if I have any advice for new singers. if you're a singer and you're either in a band or you're just starting off, or it's something that you feel as if you want to do for a living, I think there's a difference between being a part-time singer and a professional. Um, you know, it's good to listen to a lot of different styles of music and sing a lot of different styles. Even though I'm in a rock band, you know, I consider myself to be a very versatile singer. I can sing a lot of different styles, from R&B to soul music to rock and roll to country. You know, and it's because I listen to all that type of stuff. So I would say, really and truthfully, I would listen to a lot of different music, and I would, you know, sing a lot of those songs, you know, and sing a lot of those different styles and practice. You know, you got to constantly continue to learn. You got to constantly continue to explore and look for different sounds and look for different artists and see what's out there, and then you'll develop your own style. I personally don't think that I found my real true singing voice until we started to record the album The Sound of Madness, and then I think I developed it a lot better on the road during the touring of that album. You know, and now with Amaryllis, because I'm a lot healthier, I'm always singing. I try to stay really focused. As far as on the health side of things, the advice I can give you for being a singer also is that you need to stay away from dairy products, no cheese, no milk. It's just not good for you. Try to replace it with supplements. You just don't need the mucus. You got to drink a lot of water. Cokes, any kind of acidity is not going to be good. Everything in moderation when it comes to acidity, because like you still need vitamin C and things like that, but you don't need to be eating, like, you know, drinking glasses of orange juice every single day. But you need the vitamin C to keep your immune system up. You know, stay away from things that are going to dry your throat out. Be careful with spicy food. And as far as warming up is concerned, don't overdo your warm-ups. Like, if I'm going to sing for an hour and a half, usually I'm only going to, I'm only going to warm up for like 10, 15 minutes. If I'm going to sing for, you know, 30 minutes, I might warm up for maybe just like 5 minutes. You know, you don't want to blow your voice out before you even get up on stage. And there are a ton of questions going by here. I don't want to try to get to everybody here. What artists are you listening to right now? I'm listening to Papa Roach, I'm listening to Skillet, I'm listening to In This Moment, and I'm listening to the new single by We As Human. I just downloaded the other day the new Bruno Mars. I'm a big fan of Bruno Mars, especially the new record. Just like what he's about. I'm just into that right now. It's just something that I really, really like. And I love the Imagine Dragons record. I just had a chance to download it the other day. I know I'm kind of behind on that one, even though you can't escape that record out in the public right now. It's all over radio. It's a fantastic record. Heather Carter wanted to know, what's the weirdest thing to ever happen to you on tour? I'm trying to think what the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me on tour. Just trying to think. There's a lot of different situations. I don't know if it's like necessarily one particular instance, but you know, we get odd requests for things that people want us to sign. Sometimes we've had to do, you know, play venues where we kind of like scratched our head as to, you know, what we're actually doing there, because it's kind of an odd situation. I do have to say one thing though. We were at an in-store at a Walmart, and I can't remember where we were exactly, but there's a huge line of like, there's probably 300 people in this line, and we're signing our new record, Amaryllis, and this couple comes through, and you know, they have a shopping cart, and they've got like 3 or 4 of the Amaryllis records, which is super rad because they're supporting us, they bought the record, but they have 2 children with them, and one of them is a little tiny baby. This little guy couldn't have been more than, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 months old. And they asked me, they asked all of us, me, Eric, Zach, and Barry, would you sign a brand new diaper? So oddly enough, you know, in that line, I was kind of like, this is probably the strangest thing that I've ever, you know, that we collectively as a band have been asked to sign. So probably an unused diaper, but a diaper nonetheless. Kind of strange. Anyway, so the next question here is, what is my inspiration? You know, that's a very broad question. You know, I'm inspired by everything that life has to offer. The people that I meet, the situations that I've been in life, whether it be in the past, the present, or you know what I'm going to deal with in the future. I'm inspired by my girlfriend. I'm inspired, you know, by my son. I'm inspired by my band. The people around me. You know, it's you know, people have heard me say this before. The will to live will always outweigh the ability to die. And, you know, I think that truly that we're all here for a reason. We all have a purpose for being on this earth. But I also feel like we're only going to be here once. And what we do with it is extremely valuable. And it's imperative that we share who we are with the world, because it's the legacy that we leave behind. And I've always told people that I write songs. You know, I'm the main lyricist in the band, and I've always said that I write songs because it's cheaper than therapy. And that's kind of the way that I feel like I'm inspired every single day. There's always something to gravitate towards. There's always something to pull from. I don't think all the time that people are quote unquote, you know, an anomaly. I think that we're all kind of a puzzle, an enigma, if you will. And even ourselves, we're trying to kind of figure out who we are as we're going through life. But I feel very, very fortunate that I've always kind of known what I wanted to do, who I was, and what I had to say, and what I'm going to say, and what I'm going to continue to say, which is the truth. And I'm always going to be honest about, you know, the way Shinedown and we write our material and how we write the songs. So I'm inspired by so many things. It's I'm inspired by life. So I've been asking, or I've been reading from questions, and taking a look at what everybody's got to say. I hope everyone is super excited about Carnival of Madness. We are going to pull out all the stops this year. It's going to be, yes, I'm going to say it, it's going to be the greatest event of 2013. It is going to be something that you will tell your grandchildren about. Because we're going to go for it this year. We're going to go totally over the top. You know, I know that everybody in Papa Roach is stoked. I know Maria's stoked in this moment. I know all the guys and the girls in Skillet are stoked. I know that We as Human is really, really stoked about this. There's a lot of markets that we're going to be hitting that we haven't seen in a while. A lot of cities that we haven't been back to in a minute. Oh, and oddly enough, look at this. I have the routing right here. Can you see it? Can you see the routing? Can you see it? All the cities are right here. I don't know, it's terrible. So Monday, we're going to let everybody know what cities we're going to be playing. I can't really tell you right now exactly what they are. Even though I'm looking at them right now, they're not 100%, and we want to make sure. I would hate to tell everybody on here that we're playing a certain city and it didn't happen. But, you know, we'll be there eventually. Remember that the on sale, the tickets for the entire Carnival of Madness to the public will go on sale Friday, June 7th. The pre-sale will be the 5th and the 6th. So there'll be a Shinedown fan page and a Shinedown pre-sale going up the 5th and the 6th. We're going to have VIP packages this year that are going to be totally awesome. And we're really, you know, we're just, you know, I get kind of flustered because I'm so excited about it. And I've got to refresh real quick because all the stuff went away. I love it because honestly, like, I'm checking out everybody's comments over here, and it still seems like there's just so many people getting on and asking questions. I'm overwhelmed by the response. By the way, all the guys in the band, they're just taking a break right now. We're all just kind of trying to, you know, decompress a little bit from touring. We want to be refreshed and ready to go. Starting next week, we're going to be doing a promo tour for radio. So we're going to be out. Check us out on all of, you can check us out on @Shinedown, all the Twitter stuff that you need to know. If you want to follow me personally, you can. I'm @the Brent Smith, but a lot of you probably already know that. But me and Zach are going to go out and we're going to be doing a promo run that goes all the way until like the 28th of June, I believe. And then we're going to be going to Canada the whole month of July. We're going to be opening up for the legendary Kiss. And then August 11th, we're going to start Carnival of Madness, sponsored and presented by Monster Energy. 2013, has already been just an incredible year for us. And we're looking to make it, even that much more spectacular. And we hope that everyone's super excited about the carnival. So I'm going to start coming on when I get to this side right here, because there's a lot of questions being asked, and it's going super fast, so I'm going to do my best. Okay, everybody's asking about their cities, and I am just seeing if I can like answer maybe one or two as I look at the writing. I know that's kind of mean. I shouldn't do that. Oh, there's a lot going on. I should have had a little bit of I should have had like an organizational outline in front of me and took some notes before I got on here. A lot of people are asking about the I'll Follow You video. We made 2 videos for I'll Follow You. And then when we kind of looked at the first one we did, we decided that we wanted to go back in and we wanted to do something with a little bit more of a storyline. So what we've done is we have made probably, in my opinion, the most beautiful video that we have ever been able to capture on film. And Mr. Darren Doan is the director of the video, along with another director by the name of John Stevens, because it's a co-directing. And it's just the most, it's beautiful. I can't wait for you to see it. But we just were officially told that VH1 is going to world premiere the video on VH1.com on June 14th, and then the television world premiere will be on the VH1 Top 20 Countdown on June 15th. So everybody tune in, and yeah, the I'll Follow You video is coming very, very shortly. Let me see if there's any questions on here that I can get to.
What do you think when you see an SD fan tattoo on your fans?
What do I think when I see the SD logo tattooed on the fans? The first thing I do when me and Zach and Eric and Barry see the tattoos, especially with the logo, we try to take a deep breath, because we are so overwhelmed. And I'm not trying to be funny here. This is serious. Like, we are overwhelmed with emotion, and we're honored for somebody to put something on their body that's permanent, that's a representation of this band, and show the world and tell the world that they support us. That's humongous for us. And it almost leaves me speechless. I don't really know the exact words to say about it, except that we're just unbelievably honored by it. I think it's something that we don't ever take lightly. And we truly are blessed to have the most incredible fan base in the world. So much respect to everyone and anyone who has the SD logo tattooed on them. We are beyond honored.
10 songs in 10 days.
10 songs in 10 days. Okay, so we put this together. We thought it would be something really, really fun that the fans should have total control over. And Anthony Delia at Atlantic Records had this idea, by the way, Anthony is our product manager at Atlantic Records. He called me up one day and he was like, I got an idea. What about if you and Zach did acoustic covers, but you did 10 songs, 10 covers, but you let the fans pick them. So everybody knows that we did it on Facebook, and we just said, submit any song that you would love to hear me and Zach cover. The response was overwhelming. So we narrowed it down to 20 songs, and then we put them up against each other. And just so everybody knows, they have been finished. Me and Zach recorded them, and we also filmed the recording. They came out really, really rad. They're really cool. And Darren Doan actually, he did the production and the filming of all 10 of them. and Mr. Dave Bassett did the recording. And we are just now finalizing the licensing for the songs and making sure that the artists that wrote the songs are cool with us being able to put them on YouTube. So Mr. G-Man, Geither, aka, is working tirelessly to make sure that the legal side of things, that we don't step on anyone's toes and we don't upset anyone, and that the artists are cool with us using their songs, because we're not selling them. We're just going to be putting them online for your enjoyment. So just so everyone knows, they are finished, but we have to do everything by the book, so it should be out soon. Let's see what else we got going on.
Are you going to do another acoustic tour?
A lot of people are asking about the acoustic tour. Anything and everything. Are we going to do that? We usually save anything and everything for the end of an album cycle, and I can guarantee you that we're going to be touring into the end of 2013. So, it could possibly be maybe towards the end of this year, or it might be sometime next year. But ultimately, we still have some international work to do. We're going to be coming to the UK in October with Alter Bridge and Hailstorm. And we're also working on some other international possibilities for next year.
Would you do an NFL halftime show?
Would I do, would Shinedown do an NFL halftime show? Absolutely, totally. That would be amazing. I wonder if they could handle it. You know what I mean? No, but it would be fun. Of course we would do that. It would be awesome. Give me some questions about Carnival of Madness. What do you want to know about Carnival? That's why we're here. I know we've been talking about a lot of different things, but what do you want to know about Carnival of Madness this year? Aside from what cities we're going to play. Are we going to take the dogs on Carnival of Madness? Probably not. They're big. Aside from Lulu. Lulu is like, she's kind of compact. I guess we could take her.
Is there going to be a mix of new and old songs on Carnival?
On Carnival of Madness, a lot of questions about the set list. We're going to do a mixture of all 4 records. We're going to try and do some stuff periodically where we're not playing the exact same set list every single night. But at the end of the day, we want to play the songs that we feel like the audience really wants to hear. Because I'll tell you, from my perspective, if you've ever wanted to know what it's like for us on stage, looking out into the audience, anyone that's ever seen a Shinedown show knows that usually after the first song, I'll ask the audience, if this is your first time seeing Shinedown, raise your hand. It's amazing to see like 80% of the audience raise their hand. But that doesn't go unnoticed for us. So a lot of times we're looking at the audience from a completely brand new perspective, because we know that a lot of the audience is seeing us for the first time. Now that is in no way whatsoever taking away from the fans that have seen us multiple times, and we know there are a lot of you out there that have seen us a lot of times, but and we so appreciate that. You have no idea, because you're the reason why we can continue to do what we love to do. But with the set list, we're going to change it up. We're going to play a mixture of all 4 records. But we're definitely going to make it interesting this year.
Meet and greets on Carnival?
Meet and greets on Carnival are going to range from, what we do with Monster Energy, because they are just the big supporter of this tour, and we're so fortunate to have Monster Energy presenting the Carnival of Madness this year. So that's huge for us. So we're going to be doing meet and greets for them. We're going to be doing meet and greets for, radio. We're going to be doing VIP meet and greets, of course, and we're also going to be doing Shinedown Nation meet and greets, which is the fan club who we absolutely, champion all the way. Love everyone in the nation. You guys are awesome, and you girls as well. I think anyone that knows us knows that we're going to do a lot of meet and greets. That's just kind of what we do. Costumes for Carnival of Madness. We actually had a really cool idea. I've kind of gone over it in my head, are we going to do suits for Carnival? Are we going to change it up? Are we going to go a little bit more punk rock? Are we going to do multiple costume changes? And I think what we might do is we might do a contest of people, anyone that wants to submit an idea for a costume for not only myself, but for all 4 members of the band. And maybe do a contest where if you submit your idea and your design for the costumes, maybe we'll pick a winner and we'll actually have our tailors and the guys and the girls that actually outfit us and design our clothing and what have you, because we're very hands-on when it comes to the stage attire that we wear. You know, it was all a collective decision that we made on the last tours that we've been doing earlier this year to do the suits, and to, because we didn't do like full suits, all of us. You know, we did the ties and we did the vest, and we wanted to do a very classy look. So with Carnival this year, you know, I think we're going to put something up that we do a contest where, you know, we give somebody the opportunity to design the actual outfits, and then we're going to have our people make them. So yeah, I think you're going to see some pretty rad costumes this year.
Someone asked about a dunk booth.
Somebody asked about a dunk booth because it is a carnival, so well, of course, why wouldn't you have a dunk booth? Yeah, there is a possibility of a traveling dunk booth where, yes, if you've ever wanted to dunk me, you might get that opportunity. So we'll have to see. I personally want to dunk Zach. Don't you? I want to dunk Zach.
Will there be pyro? Are the venues indoor, outdoor?
Most of the venues, a lot of people are asking where, what kind of venues they're going to be. 90% of the venues are going to be amphitheaters. There's going to be a couple of shows that are going to be indoors. They're going to be in arenas. And is there going to be pyro? Come on. Is there going to be pyro? Did you really have to ask that? No. It goes back to what I said. Every single band on Carnival of Madness, we all want to reinvent the brand of Carnival of Madness. This is extremely important for us. This is something that, you know, I have to personally let everybody know that, you know, everyone at Indigoot, especially Tony Couch, who is a major part of Indigoot, who has championed this tour alongside Bill McGathy. And I mean, there are just so many people involved at our management company that we want to reinvent this tour. We want to show the world that rock and roll has gone nowhere. Everybody at Atlantic Records feels the exact same way. You know, the position that we're at right now and what we want to do is, you know, if anyone's ever seen me do the hashtag on Twitter, the rise of rock and roll, that's totally up to you in a lot of ways. Like, I've always said that rock and roll isn't a genre of music. Rock and roll is a way of life, because through all these different styles of music, and I listen to, you know, all kinds of music, but, you know, it's never going to stray. And I know a lot of people have heard me say this, but it's never going to stray too far away from drums, bass, guitar, badass vocals, and a killer song. And that's the beauty of Carnival of Madness. It is 100% pure rock and roll, you know, over the top, just amazing, amazing spectacle of a show. And, you know, we want to make sure that this year that it truly is an experience. And, you know, we got to give a lot of credit to everybody that's working on, you know, the Carnival of Madness. I know I'm talking a lot about Indigoot, but, you know, these are the behind the scenes that not a lot of people see. But, you know, Jackie and Tony and, you know, G and Bill and Bobby and Adam, and there are so many people there that are working tirelessly to make sure that Carnival is just an amazing, amazing tour. And everybody at Atlantic Records, from the marketing team to the promotion team to the touring side of everything that we do, to the publicity, this is, you know, there's a lot to be proven on this tour, and we want to see the fans, you know, really stand up and show the world, not just the United States of America, but show the world that this is what rock and roll looks like. The epitome of what rock and roll truly is the Carnival of Madness. So there's a couple more questions here I'm going to get to. Let's see what we got.
Favorite thing to do on tour?
Let's do some fun questions, because some of you are asking, like, what are the fun things to do on tour? you would think that we are serious all the time if you kind of look at the stage performance and how theatrical we make everything and how much we put into the production and everything, but we laugh a lot, seriously. We have to, because I mean, day in, day out, we're on the road, and we're kind of on top of each other, and it's totally like being married. But it's beautiful though. We love each other's company. We support each other. We are a band, a true band, through and through. I would say that you have to have some tough skin when you're out on the road with us. Probably one of the biggest things to do is, some of us are golfers. I'm not, but Eric, he's usually shooting around, 65, 70, show off. He loves to play golf. Barry loves to go out. Every city that we have, a day off in, you will always find him kind of at the local tavern or the local restaurant, or he's always out and about, meeting new people in the cities, and sharing his time with the crew members, because we have an amazing crew. Barry's kind of the ringleader when it comes to the crew on the day off. He kind of, he's the leader when it comes to that. So there's a lot of hangout time. We all hang out, together. It's very much a family on the road. Zach and myself, we're usually at a mall. You can find us there, in the local area. We watch a lot of sports, watch a lot of movies, a lot of downtime. We laugh a lot.
You excited for the UK?
Am I excited for the UK? The entire band is excited for the UK. Such a big honor to go over there with Alter Bridge and Lizzie and all the guys in Hailstorm. Have quite a connection with that band, and have a massive amount of respect for Alter Bridge as well. It's gonna be a blast. Let's see here, what do we got?
Any good pranks?
Any good pranks? No real pranks. Somebody asked if we're gonna have a kissing booth.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Kissing booth. That could get interesting.
Sloppy.
That could get sloppy and interesting. Let's see, what else do we have here?
Are you gonna sing with Maria on stage?
Am I gonna sing with Maria? Maybe Maria should sing with me. How about that?
How many pairs of shoes does Zach have?
How many pairs of shoes does Zach have? Infinity. I have no idea. Let me see here.
A lot about international.
I'm trying to think if there's anything
Which bands
else.
are you excited to see on Carnival? That was one.
Which bands am I excited to see which bands am I excited to see on Carnival? All of them. Probably though, I'm very interested to see the debut band, We As Human. There's a lot of buzz going on about them right now. I know John from Skillet has an affiliation with that band. I believe he got him signed, and I think that he's actually working on the A&R side a little bit. And forgive me if I'm wrong about this. I just know a little bit about that. I know there's a big buzz about We As Human, so I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys are going to do on the Carnival. They better bring it. I know that. Please respond. Okay. Soundwave. A lot of questions about Soundwave, and for next year with Australia. Don't have an answer for you. We'd love to. It all comes down to promoters and money. And when I say money, it's not money that we're going to put into our pockets. It's money that gets me and the band and the crew over for the 18-hour flight to Australia to be able to play. So we'll just have to see what happens, guys and girls.
There's a question about a bunny suit. Zach in a bunny suit on stage.
Questions about a bunny suit. Who knows? If you're talking about the bunny suit with sick puppies back in the day when we did that, unless there's... I have no idea. Let's go on to another question.
International touring, Latin America, South America.
So this is my, if you will, this is my mission statement to everybody that's out there right now. This is what I would like from me to you, if I can request this from you, I want you to show everybody when the on sale, goes on for Carnival of Madness. I want you to show, everybody involved how much, you support not only Shinedown, but Papa Roach and Skillet. And in this moment, and we as human, we are going to be working every single day, every single night, every second of the day, until we get to your city on Carnival of Madness to bring you the most amazing experience you have ever witnessed at a rock show, or any show for that matter. So, we really want to see you come out, on the on sale. Remember that the dates are going to be released next week on June 3rd, and the cities as well. Just an FYI, 80% of the dates will be released, and as it gets closer to probably June, probably as it gets closer to like July, more dates will be released. But most of them are going to be released on June 3rd. As they're coming in, they'll be announced. But the on sale is June 7th. There's a pre-sale the 5th and the 6th. Get your tickets early. We want to see everybody at the Carnival of Madness. Tell your friends. If they've never ever seen Shinedown before, bring them to the show. We want to see them. We want to see you. We can't thank you enough for being there for us. Remember, Amaryllis is available. If you don't already have it, go out and get it. We're very, very happy that I have to say that I'm still overwhelmed by the amount of people that are on here right now. It's amazing.
One question: are you gonna record a live DVD of Carnival?
Are we gonna? This is a good question. Are we gonna record a live DVD of Carnival? The answer to that is yes. Do I know which city it is? I don't know. Another thing that I should tell you is people have been asking about a live DVD since we started touring Amaryllis the beginning of last year, we have actually filmed quite a few shows, full shows. We actually have 3 DVDs already filmed. They just need to be edited and mixed. So we have this idea for a potential, let's just put it out there, a potential Shinedown movie that we want to be putting out there. And I did not say documentary, I said movie. So it would be a different type of experience. I know I'm using the word experience, but that's my word today, so I'm going to overuse it. Let me just see. I'm gonna try and see if there's a couple more questions before I head out. Once again, thank you so much for being on the chat today and hanging out with me. It's been awesome.
Would you ever let a fan sing with you?
Would I ever let a fan sing with me? Absolutely, totally. It just depends on in what capacity. So maybe something on Carnival might happen. Who knows? Another question is the promo for Carnival of Madness. What promotions are we going to be doing? Everybody liked the writing session that we did on the previous tours, which is where you get to come and hang out with me for like 20 minutes and you get a total, instead of a virtual meet and greet, you get to actually come to the venue and hang out with me. And then I send you to Barry and he takes you on a total backstage tour, and then you go into a bigger meet and greet, and then you get to meet everybody in the full band, Eric and Zach and myself and Barry. So we're going to be doing a bunch of different promotions. We're going to be working alongside a lot of different sponsors and a lot of different radio stations during Carnival of Madness. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of interaction, tons of audience participation.
Will you play "I'm Not Alright"? Is that going to be a song?
I'm just looking through a couple of these things. Oh yeah, VIP packages. We're doing multiple VIP packages, and then Shinedown Nation, of course, is going to have a lot of really, really cool packages that are going to be brand new. The one thing that we're going to do that we're really excited about is we're going to have 2 different VIP packages. One for Zach's custom signature model PRS, and one VIP package for Eric's custom Dean bass guitar. So look for those. Those are going to be going up soon. There's going to be, those are 2 packages that I know right off the bat that we're going to be doing, where you can get the guitar signed. and you know, you get to hang out with us and this and that and the other. But I will say, make sure when you see those packages for the guitar and the bass guitar that you read everything thoroughly, because we want to make sure that we get the guitars to you and that we don't have any mix-up at the venue. So just make sure that when you're looking at the VIP packages that you really, really read through everything so that you completely understand everything, because it can get confusing sometimes, and we don't want that to happen, and we don't want you to be confused.
Will you sing "I'll Follow You" before we go?
So the other thing is I would sing "I'll Follow You." Someone asked me to sing "I'll Follow You" a cappella. I would sing it, but I'll blow the speaker because I've tried that before, and on Ustream it just sounds like a bunch of farting. So someone said they love my haircut. Thank you. Who said that? They went away.
You gotta say happy birthday to everybody.
To everybody, happy birthday. Everyone in the entire world, and especially on this chat. Another quick FYI, we have the most outstanding merchandise for Carnival of Madness that we have ever put together. Teresa works tirelessly to make sure that all the merch and everybody, you know, that works with us directly at the merch company, that all of the merchandise is just hands down incredible. The cool thing about, you know, being in Shinedown is that myself and Eric and Zach and Barry, we're all very instrumental in the way that we look at the merch, the way that we design the merch together. But the way we lay it out is, you know, we just want to give you the best quality merchandise that we possibly can. So, you know, the shirts are a big deal with us and everything that we do out there. And we've got some really, really just incredibly cool stuff for you this year. So I'm going to go ahead and call him out because I know he's not on here, but you tell him I sent you. Go visit Mr. Kent Sinclair every single day on Carnival of Madness, because he will be out there. He's our merchandise guy out on the road. So when you see Kent, just wave at him and tell him that I sent you to him so that you could get as much Shinedown merch as possible, because I'm telling you, it's awesome.
There's a lot of, can we see the dogs? What do your tattoos mean?
So I'm gonna take a look and see if there's any more stuff. Some people have been asking about the website for Carnival of Madness. I think that it's getting overhauled right now. We're just making sure that it's solid. But the last time I looked at it, we were still in the middle of like getting it kind of, you know, put together. But it should be solid within the next couple of days.
Any traditions, like pre-show tradition, ritual
Can
stuff?
we? Sorry, there's no good. Dead air is always bad. I'm just reading through all this stuff. All right, everyone. I want to make sure that everyone knows that I cannot thank you enough for being on here with me today. All the guys in the band send their love. Mr. Barry Kirch, Mr. Zach Myers, and Mr. Eric Bass, which, by the way, is on vacation right now, which is well deserved. So we all, on behalf of Shinedown, thank you so much for not only being on here with me today. Check out all of our Twitter accounts. They're easy to find out there. Mine's at the Brent Smith. And then if you want to follow Barry, it's at BK Official. And then if you want to follow Zach, it's at, what is Zach's? It's at Z Myers Official. And then Eric's is at eBass Prod. And then also, of course, follow Shinedown. It's simple. It's at Shinedown. And then, of course, Shinedown on Facebook. And then, of course, www.shinedown.com. Also, check out everything that is Indigoot Entertainment and McGaffey Promotions. Support Atlantic Records. You know, again, our new EP is out. It came out yesterday. Go check it out on iTunes. It is our Warner Sound EP. And also our entire catalog. Our first record, Leave a Whisper, second album, Us and Them, The Sound of Madness, and our newest album, Pick It Up, at your local retailer, or pick it up on iTunes or Amazon or anywhere where you can download music, for our new record, Amaryllis. And you know what? Support your local radio station. Give them love, because they have given us love since the beginning, and we respect them, we love them, we appreciate them. We're getting ready to do a big promo tour starting next week for radio. Request Shinedown, request Papa Roach, request Skillet, request In This Moment, and request We As Human. Carnival of Madness, presented by Monster Energy 2013, is coming to you very soon. It's been an honor, it's been a privilege, it's been a pleasure. I'll be doing more of these. Me and Zach will be on the road next week. Kiss Tour in July in Canada. We'll see you August of 2013 for the startup, the beginning of the biggest show on earth, Carnival of Madness 2013. Much love. I'm Brent Smith from the band Shinedown. I'll see you soon.